Aloha, everyone. Welcome to Speech 181, Interpersonal Communication. My name is Jeff Ho, and get ready for a fun online journey. Um, we're all here. We all know how to communicate. It's kind of funny we take this class, but I've been teaching this class for a long, long time, and the more I teach it, the more I kind of learn. It's quite fascinating. You know about it, but we'll start talking about stuff. So the big key here is with this online education, just try to be yourself. Everything is kept privately. The Flipgrid videos after the semester are deleted. The Padlets, I delete everything. So it's just within my students here. It's kind of fun. So thanks for getting here. This is the landing page, the overview page. The things I'm pointing out here basically is have your Gmail account. Try to do everything through there. Don't do it through Google or Yahoo. Make sure it's a hawaii.edu account. Once you log in there, then you want to go into your Lalima and these other ones like Zoom and Flipgrid and Padlet. You can use your, maybe you have before, but you can use your hawaii.edu email to log in. It'll say login using Yahoo, Google. Choose Google, and then your email account. If you're already logged in, it'll automatically get you to a lot of these assignments. Okay, so take a look at that. Make sure that gets done. Last couple things here. This is really different this semester. On Thursdays, every Thursday, I think there's two. Maybe it's Veterans Day and Thanksgiving. We won't meet, but there are optional. Okay, these are optional. They're not required for any class. Even you're in the 16-week synchronous. These are optional. Everything can be done on your own time. But on Thursdays from 11:30 to 12:30, usually at least, maybe sometimes shorter, I'm going to have open office hours. And you'll see as the class works along, if you want to come probably the first 5 minutes, you can come a little bit early. We can ask or answer questions about quizzes or anything in the book. But really, this is a time for folks to get credit, if you want, for giving your presentations orally. So if you don't want to do Flipgrid or you just want to come and hang out, you can get credit for doing that instead of posting Flipgrid videos. And you can even do a listening assignment just by coming. But please stay, and really one presentation per person, right? You don't want to come the last day and like, hey, I got Mr. Ho, I got 8 of these for you. And we're going to see how it goes. They're kind of fun. They're totally voluntary. And, last semester we had just some really fun speakers in here. So when you get through with this page, go down here and let's check out the syllabus next. Okay, right on. So we got to the syllabus page, is the next page. And if you've been in college before, this is a very standard syllabus. It'll show you everything here you need to know, schedule here. And that's the thing that's kind of unique this semester. If you're in the 8-week session, basically one module is due every week, and there's 5 assignments per module. If you're in the 16-week regular semester session, there's 8 modules, and every module is due every 2 weeks. So it sounds kind of funny, but let me explain very quickly. You have a beginning kind of the module and an ending. Try to do it in order. You'll see the beginning Flipgrid video there. You don't need to know anything. It just asks you a question. Like this first one, I have it in here. It says, introduce yourself and explain the principle of communication is irreversible. So it could be something positive someone said to you, something negative, anything. And you got 1 to 2 minutes to do that on a Flipgrid video. Use personal examples to demonstrate how this has affected your life. So with that video, that'd be your first assignment. So for example, if you want to come on Thursday, this coming Thursday, August 26th, due at midnight, but we have the optional Zoom session at 11:30. If you want to come and present, you can get 2.5 points for that if you look there in the course schedule, instead of presenting on Flipgrid and recording it, okay? But if you're like, no, I'm good, man, I'm going to do this on my own time, you can totally do Flipgrid. So either way. There's also a chapter quiz and then a short writing assignment. So these 3 things, these first 3 assignments, point 1, point 2, and point 3, try to get those done first before you do the next 2. So for the 8-week folks, these first 3 assignments are due every Thursday by midnight. So listen, even if you get super busy and you're like, I don't know what's going on, and it's Thursday, try to come to our optional office hours even, right? Ask some questions, get some ideas. Even if you haven't read the book, and try to catch up until midnight at Thursday night, you can get something done. Okay, so that's kind of why it's set up that way. Very quickly, these last 2 assignments every week, these are really fun for me. These are really fun for everybody because what we're doing is you are actually developing a lot of the content for the course. So I've taught this for many years. We use textbooks and there's videos and, there's never stories from right here. So this is part of the last 2. You want to do the assignments after you do the 3. So do these in order. So that number 1.4, the point 4 is always give rise feedback. And it's really giving more in-depth feedback, like the R, the reflective, oh, you did a great job, that's fine. But as we get deeper into this, you'll kind of see what the assignment says, but you're going to write that in Padlet, right? So give someone some good feedback, maybe inquire, ask a question, maybe elevate or enhance the discussion, right? It reminds me of something. So you can do that in Padlet. Listen, for folks who are also very verbal and you want to hang out and be in a real class, it's again super high flex. You can come to these Thursdays at 11:30 on Zoom. It's optional, and then you can give feedback to people there and get 1.5 points. Okay, so we'll look in the class and there's a way to do that. And the last video, the fifth assignment of every module, okay, is this last Flipgrid B video, and it summarize and explain what you learned. So really it's up to you. Look at the learning outcome. It's communication models for this first one. Like, what did you learn about feedback and noise and these things maybe you haven't thought too much of before? And you have 3 questions you got to answer in 1 to 2 minutes, okay, for each module. And you can do it in the Flipgrid, or you can come to the Zoom class and do it, okay? So in 1 to 2 minutes, here's your 3 questions, okay? What did you learn in this module? So what? Why does it matter? Right? What's the purpose in learning it? It should be taken out of the curriculum. What's the use? Okay. And the last question is, now what? What do you do with this information from here? And be creative with that one. It may alter your behavior. It may reinforce your behavior. It may be something you can do to help someone else. Okay. So that's basically, in a nutshell, that's the whole course. And you do it 8 times, right, for different topics. Okay, right on. You folks have been here for almost 7 minutes. Thank you very much. Again, the first week, after this week, I'll really give videos out based on the chapter and slides, talk about the content. But just to make sure we're on the same page, you know where to go. So you got your overview, you did the syllabus, start here, you're still with me. Now you're in module number 1. And you can start these anytime. These are open as of, I don't know, yesterday, August 18th or something. So there's a brief introduction, right? And you can read through all this. There's course learning objectives, which are the main 7 things we're doing in this course. These module learning objectives are for this week. What are the 5 things we're doing? And if you notice, each objective is aligned with an actual assignment. The due this week, this is a checklist for you. It's optional. You can check it off so you can know where you're at. You have the 5 assignments. The first 3, right, are due by Thursday at midnight for the 8-week session, and same with the 16-week session. And then the next 2, the feedback and the second Flipgrid video, are due on Sunday at midnights. And this is for the 8-week folks. For the 16-week folks, you have another week to do that. So the next Thursday, it'll be due for you. And when you log into your site, it'll look different. So once we know what our objectives are this week, here's our learning materials and activities. So number 1, I explained it earlier, recall and describe, and it's all right there. A 1 to 2 minute video, do the prompt. Your Flipgrid video on the right here, if you can see it, sometimes it won't embed properly. It depends on your browser and all these things. So there'll always be a link here as well. Okay. Click in this on the assignment here. When you're done with your video, you click in there and let me know that you finished. Once you click on the assignment, you'll see for these Flipgrid videos, it's pretty easy. You can read through all this, of course. All you really have to do is just cut and paste as I have completed, right? Flipgrid video 1A, and then you're going to cut that and paste that right down here into the submissions, and then hit submit, and that's it. So for your Flipgrid videos and the Padlet, because they're not tied to Laulima, just go ahead and do that. Pretty easy. Okay, for the second assignment in every module, 1.2, 2.2, and so on, it's really this just chapter quiz down here. So when you click on that, it'll take you to the quiz you have to take. The link here for this vital source, this is where your textbook is located. So you've all paid for it automatically through your student account. I think it's a $20-something charge. It's a rental for the course. You can opt out of it if you want. I wouldn't, just because if you're a real independent learner, it's much easier just to read the book on your own and then take the quiz if you need to look stuff up, right? And of course, it's up to you, but it's already been paid for. You might as well use it. It's in there. These annotated chapter slides. So I put some notes in here, and you can look through these. And as we move along, I'll try to do some videos on these as we go. So that's 1.2. Take the quiz, and then you'll be done with that. That's pretty easy. 0.3 is a discussion forum assignment. And all you really have to do is, after you take the quiz, you've read the chapter, maybe watch the video, there'll always be 3 writing objectives here for every module. And then I just choose 10 terms, okay, not everything from the book. All you need to do is just choose one of these objectives, and then use 2 terms when you talk about it. So just don't cut or paste anything from the book or from Google. This has to be all, your unique original writing. So it says, for example, the first is assess the needs, physical, identity, social, that communicators are attempting to satisfy in a given situation or relationship. So we go down here, just for fun. Say we're going to pick, I don't know, you could do encode and decode. Those are super easy, right? And I'm driving behind someone and they have a vanity license plate and I'm trying to decode what it means, right? And they encoded it. And then why did they encode it? What were they trying to say? Are they a surfer? Are they a teacher? What are they? So that's it. You're going to go in there, and these are all in discussion forums here, and follow the trail, I guess. And you'll see the same kind of thing. These are a little bit different. There should be a link here to get you discussion forum number 1. Click on that. Select your own topic. Okay, start a new topic, and just don't put like Jeff's post, Jeff's number 1, Jeff's 8 month. Because we're working on communication here, so try to give it a title, like catchy title. Like mine, for example, could be "Vanity License Plates in Hawaii." Just something. The catchier, the better. So we'll read it, and then we'll give each other feedback on that. Right, the RISE feedback we talked about. So again, identify that chapter objective you're going to write about, and please bold the 2 terms and post in a discussion forum. And once it's in there, you'll see it over a discussion forum. You can go through this way as well. Every learning outcome has a forum here, so you can check that out. And then when you're doing feedback, you can kind of use this to give folks feedback from. Okay, assignment 1.4, 2.4, all have a 0.4 here, is the RISE feedback. And this is where it's due on the second part of the module. So for folks in the 8-week module, this is due on Sundays at midnight. If you're in the regular 16-week course, it's due your second Thursday. So the point here is, once everyone submitted their stuff, their Flipgrid videos, they spoke in class, they wrote something about the objectives of the terms, go back and read it. This is really the part that's a lot more fun than maybe if I had to show you YouTube videos that have been produced somewhere else, or stories from the textbook. Go back and see what your peers and real people are saying about these concepts. I mean, are they real? Are they not real? How are they evolving? And when you do that, again, if you're logged in, this Padlet will automatically pop up for you. And read the instructions in here. You don't need to give a lot of feedback, you'll see, but try to give something more than just "great job, I loved it," right? Say why you liked it. If you can ask a question, inquire about something, how are you doing now, or whatever happened to, or if you can elevate or enhance the discussion. That reminds me of something. Yeah, that'd be great. You can also do this synchronously in our optional Zoom sessions as well. Okay, more instructions on that. 1.5, again, here's a Flipgrid video. I talked about it earlier. Same thing, just submit it through here. They should all be numbered, 1 to 2 minutes. And all you're going to answer is what, so what, now what about the module. And that's a whole module. It does take quite a bit of time to work on if you think about it. I've been working on this video. It's probably like a 15-minute video for over an hour now. So I know how it is. Don't go back and edit everything. Don't worry about it. Just kind of be you. Like I said, at the end of the semester, I'll just delete all this other stuff. Okay. So when you're done, make sure you submitted all 5 assignments. You can click in there. They might be checked off, and just make sure that you've done all 5 for the module. Okay. Great job. Go to module 2. Just for fun. Okay. Thanks to Raina and Dorothy and Maddie and all my previous students this last year helped me to figure this out. If the 3 assignments, you really want to come and interact or talk with people, come to the Zoom sessions on Thursdays at 11:30 to 12:30. If there's a bigger demand for it, I think I said like 8 to 10 people, we'll open up another one. We'll figure it out, right? I don't know how to do. If someone has good suggestions, let me know. Basically, do the work, okay? Besides the video and the RISE, so basically the quiz and the writing assignment, and then read what people are doing and listen to what they're saying. And then I got some notes for you for every module. Come and check out these notes here, these speaker notes, and it'll tell you what to do. You don't have to fill this out, actually. It's just for your own use. You're just going to write or have it in front of you when you talk, right? Describe principal communication, what, so what, now what, and then feedback for people you like talking to. You don't have to turn that in, but you do have to let me know you came and you spoke. And one way you can do that here is there's a speaker sheet, and this will all blow up bigger in a new page, but go in there and there's a sign up sheet in here. You can see there's ways to sign up. I'll go first on Thursday, and then there's, I think, 8 more slots, and optional, and you can keep looking through here. So if you want to try it just for fun, again, this first Thursday, okay, introduce yourself, talk about communication irreversible. And if you get through everything, say you do the quiz and you do your writing assignment by this Thursday, you can do everything. I think 6.5 points, right? Put your 2 Flipgrid videos together, stay, give feedback, and it's like, full on, you gotta give Zoom reactions and say a couple things. You can do, I think it's like 50% of the course that way, which is fair because oral communication. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot. I'm sorry for the first long video, but that's the class. That's the first day. If you have questions, comments, suggestions, please email me. I check every day. And again, if you want to show up in person, Thursdays, 11:30 via Zoom. Okay, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to this semester.